The Oreo cookie is a very famous cookie. Many people all over the world love it. It has a simple look. Two dark chocolate cookies are on the outside and sweet white cream is in the middle. This cookie first appeared a long time ago. The National Biscuit Company, or Nabisco, made it. This happened in the year 1912. The first Oreos were made in New York City. Specifically, they came from the Chelsea Market Complex in Manhattan. That building is now a famous food hall and office space. The cookie has seen many changes since then, but its core idea remains. The Oreo was not the first cookie of its kind. There was another cookie called Hydrox. It was made by the Sunshine Company in 1908. Hydrox also had two chocolate wafers and a cream filling. However, Oreo quickly became more popular. People liked its taste and its name. The name Oreo itself is a bit of a mystery. No one knows for sure where it came from. Some think it comes from the French word for gold ore. This is because early packaging was gold. Others think it comes from a Greek word for mountain. The original cookie shape was a bit like a small hill. When Oreos first came out, they were sold by weight. People would buy them for about 30 cents per pound. They were often sold in a tin can with a glass lid. This helped to keep them fresh. There were also two original flavors. One was the cream filling we know today. The other was a lemon meringue filling. The lemon meringue flavor was not as popular. It was discontinued in the 1920s. The classic cream filling, however, became the star. It is the taste that most people think of when they hear Oreo. This taste has become a global sensation. The journey of this cookie is quite amazing. It started as a simple idea. Now, it is a huge brand. Oreos are sold in more than 100 countries. They come in many different flavors and sizes. There are double stuff Oreos with more cream. There are golden Oreos with vanilla cookies. There are even thin Oreos for a lighter snack. But the classic chocolate and cream Oreo is still the most loved. We will now look at what makes this cookie so special. We will explore its ingredients and how it is made. It is a sweet story of food science and popular taste. Let's talk about the ingredients. Good ingredients make a good cookie. The Oreo cookie has two main parts. There is the dark chocolate wafer, then there is the sweet cream filling. Each part has its own special recipe. For the chocolate wafers, several things are needed. Flour is a big one. It gives the cookie its structure. Sugar is also important for sweetness. And of course, there is cocoa powder. This gives the cookie its dark color and chocolate taste. A special kind of cocoa is used. It is a heavily processed, alkalized cocoa, sometimes called Dutch process. This special cocoa is key to the Oreo's signature look and flavor. It makes the cookies very dark, almost black. This dark color contrasts beautifully with the white cream. The alkalizing process also changes the cocoa's flavor. It makes it less bitter and more intense. Other ingredients in the cookie include a leavening agent. This helps the cookies to have the right texture. Things like baking soda or ammonium bicarbonate are common. A little bit of salt is also added. Salt helps to bring out the other flavors. It balances the sweetness of the sugar and the richness of the cocoa. These simple things work together very well. Now let's look at the cream filling. This is the part many people love the most. The main ingredient in the cream is sugar. Lots of it. Powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar is typically used. This makes the cream smooth. Another key ingredient is oil. This could be palm oil, canola oil or soybean oil. The oil gives the cream its texture and richness. It helps it stay soft and creamy between the cookies. Without the oil, the cream would be too hard or too dry. It would not have that satisfying mouthfeel. Vanillin is also added to the cream. Vanillin is the main flavor component of vanilla. It gives the cream its characteristic sweet vanilla-like taste. Some recipes might also use a bit of high fructose corn syrup. Soy lecithin is another common ingredient. It acts as an emulsifier. This means it helps the oil and water-based ingredients mix well. It keeps the cream smooth and stable, so the cream is mostly sugar and fat with a strong vanilla flavor. It is simple but very effective. This combination is what makes twisting an Oreo open so much fun. The process of making Oreo cookies is very precise. It happens in big factories with special machines. First, the ingredients for the cookie dough are mixed. Flour, sugar, cocoa powder, oil and leavening agents go into giant mixers. These mixers combine everything thoroughly. The goal is to create a consistent dough. The dough needs to have the right texture and color. If the dough is not right, the cookies will not bake properly. This mixing step is carefully controlled. Water is also added to bring the dough together. The temperature of the ingredients and the mixing time are very important. Once the dough is ready, it is time to shape the cookies. The dark chocolate dough is rolled out into thin sheets. These sheets then pass under a rotary molder. This machine has a large cylinder with the Oreo design engraved on it. As the cylinder rolls over the dough, it cuts out the round cookie shapes. It also presses the famous Oreo pattern onto each cookie. This pattern includes the Oreo name and a ring of small flowers or dots. This design has become very recognizable. The raw cookies are then ready for baking. They move along a conveyor belt towards a very long oven. The cookies travel through a tunnel oven. These ovens can be hundreds of feet long. The temperature inside the oven is very hot. The cookies bake quickly as they move through. The baking process removes moisture from the cookies. This makes them crisp and crunchy. The exact baking time and temperature are crucial. If they bake too long, they become too hard or burnt. If they do not bake long enough, they will be too soft. After baking, the cookies are cooled down. They need to be at the right temperature before the cream is added. This cooling step is important for the final texture. While the cookies are baking and cooling, the cream filling is made. The ingredients for the cream are mixed in large vats. Powdered sugar, oil, vanillin, and other components are blended together. The mixture is whipped to make it light and airy. The goal is to create a smooth, sweet, and stable filling. It needs to be firm enough to hold its shape, but it also needs to be soft enough to be pleasant to eat. The consistency of the cream is carefully controlled. Special machines ensure it's perfectly smooth. This cream is the heart of the Oreo, a sweet contrast to the crisp cookie. Now it is time to put the cookie and cream together. This is a very fast process. The baked and cooled cookie wafers travel on conveyor belts. One line of cookies will be the bottom halves. A special machine then deposits a precise amount of cream filling onto each bottom cookie. This machine works very quickly, like a little cream shooting robot. It places the perfect circle of white cream onto the dark cookie. Another line of cookies, the top halves, then comes into place. A machine presses these top cookies onto the cream-covered bottoms. This makes the complete Oreo sandwich. After the Oreos are assembled, they are ready for packaging. Machines stack the cookies into neat rows. The number of cookies in a stack depends on the package size. These stacks are then fed into wrapping machines. The machines wrap the cookies in plastic sleeves or place them into trays. The familiar Oreo packaging is designed to keep the cookies fresh. It also makes them easy to identify on store shelves. The entire process, from mixing to packaging, is highly automated. This allows for millions of Oreos to be made every day. The speed and precision are quite impressive to watch. There are many fun facts about Oreos. The name Oreo was trademarked on March 14, 1912. The first Oreo was sold on March 6, 1912. This makes the cookie over 100 years old. The design on the cookie wafer has changed a few times. The current design was introduced in 1952. It features the Nabisco logo, an oval with a cross on top. People often wonder how many Oreos are made. Billions of Oreo cookies are produced and eaten each year. If you lined them all up, they could circle the earth many times. That is a lot of cookies. The Oreo cookie has become more than just a snack. It is a cultural icon. Milk's favorite cookie is a well-known slogan. People have their own ways of eating Oreos. Some twist them open, some dunk them in milk, others eat them whole. This simple cookie has brought joy to many generations. Its popularity continues to grow around the world. New flavors and variations keep the brand exciting, but the classic combination of chocolate cookie and sweet cream remains timeless. The Oreo is a true testament to a simple idea done perfectly. It shows how food can connect people across different cultures and ages.